Okay, so that's a
style.
successful score. After a score, we move from a score into downtime. Caelin, how do you leave him? Like,
What do you mean?
like after this meeting's concluded, you just,
Well,
is there anything else you want to
he's
do?
recuperating at our place.
I mean, like,
I'm just
he
asking.
can go
before...
home if he wants to.
Okay, I was just checking.
I don't
make
want
sure.
him to stay here any longer than he needs to.
Right.
I mean, like, I guess, like, I like escort him back to his place. Just so you know, like, he feels safe, like, doesn't feel like he's gonna get jumped.
Alright, cool.
Wait, this was all in the night market, right? You didn't bring him back to Havelock, did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I doubt it.
It sounded like she was leading him that way, and I thought, oh, wait.
I was just leading him
really
around the
want
night
this
market because to get him food.
Yeah, for somebody who's
okay,
gonna play both sides, like probably
No,
not
he doesn't know where we are.
Would you like some squid on a stick?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a score. After a score, we go into downtime. Downtime is a special amount of time that's not specified. It could be weeks or months, where you guys spend time taking 2 actions when you're not at war. You each have 2 actions to take that let you reduce stress, reduce heat, do a variety of other things. I'll go through those in a minute. But there's steps we take after every score to enter downtime. So the first step is the payoff, okay? So the crew earns 2 rep per score by default. If the target of the score is higher tier, take +1 rep per tier higher. If the target of the score is lower tier, you get -1 rep per tier lower, minimum 0. So the Wraiths are tier 2. They're a tier 2 gang. And you guys
0,
are,
right?
Yeah, and you guys are messing with their informants. So you're going to get 4 rep from this.
Ooh, daring. That sounds daring.
This is going to be our thing. It's like, we will only take on the most dangerous of opponents.
So the dangerous thing with that is if you actually start fighting
works.
Wraiths, your weapons and stuff and all your gear is at tier 0 as well.
Yep.
So when it comes to bear against their tier 2 equipment, you're probably going to have limited or 0 effect against fighting Wraiths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fighting?
We're just going to do a daring
Who needs to
fight against a different crew every week.
Or, you
We're
know,
all about,
it's
like,
like the same thing applies to their
outmaneuvering.
locks
It's like
and
a
stuff
show.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we never fight any crew more than one time, so we can never go to war against them.
Okay, and you get -1 rep per tier lower, but that doesn't apply
We
here.
just piss off everyone a little bit.
So you don't earn a coin reward from this because it wasn't agreed upon beforehand.
My character
But
says the tier.
you can actually because you got that ring. So if you want to sell the ring, I can give you guys 2 coin.
Yeah.
If it's a ring that can be worth 2 coin, it might be worth it. It might be the one ring. Like, has he worn it and experimented?
2 coin is the lowest possible denomination you can get from
Any score.
Yeah, so I'm just offering the minor thing.
So here's the other thing too: is that are there magic items in the world?
Yes, the artifacts of Kortar that the Circle of Flame your thing is looking for are magical items.
So,
but they're very rare and they often don't have obvious effects.
Because the thing is that I wonder if we'd be metagaming or using out-of-game knowledge if we go, hey, when Marco got the ring, he checked off the box one more, which suggests that there's some tie of this object to the supernatural.
No, I specifically said he wasn't aware of that happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then I guess it's up to Marco how he feels about this score.
Do you want to sell the ring off?
Yeah.
Okay, so we get 2 coin in the crew vault.
That's the other thing too, is that based on Marco's backstory, is there going to be a mechanic for coin that he earns that's his own that doesn't belong to the crew because he actually has a mission for himself?
So
that's a good point.
Every player can have just 4 coin, and then each player also has a stash which goes to their personal bank.
Okay.
So it's already there.
Oh, cool.
All right. You guys earn coin when you level up the crew, and you can earn coin for their other various means and stuff too.
Do I have to like actively?
When you guys get coin from a score, for example, you can decide, like this 2 coin, you can decide, you know, one person gets 1, the other person gets 1, or you could decide we just keep it in the vault for now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so next step after that, that's the payoff. Second step is heat. So after a score of conflict with an opponent, the crew takes heat. Add +1 heat for a high profile or well-connected target. Nope. Add +1 heat if the situation happened on hostile turf. Yes, Charter Hall is always considered hostile turf.
Wait. I want the ring to go to my personal stash because I stole it. Like, that wasn't a group thing.
You're not selling it.
Oh, I see. So, no, he is, but he wants the 2 coin to go to him, not to the...
That makes more sense.
Okay, so mark 2 coin on your sheet there.
Because if...
There's nothing I can do to stop
it should be the things that I personally steal that go towards me.
I don't know, like...
Things.
The reason I asked about
that
the
wasn't
mechanic,
a group thing.
How do you guys...
The reason I asked about the mechanic is that I feel like most of the theft will be something you're doing anyway, because that's
He's the
your
only one who
skill set.
knew he stole from him.
Yeah, that's why I want to
didn't
establish some
witness
sort
it.
of thing
Like
where...
I'm gonna steal a bunch of like just stuff I bump into over the
Yeah.
course of the game, and that's gonna go towards my staff.
I mean, yeah. How do you feel about that? Do you want to say we flash back and you can make like a study or surveyor roll to try to notice him? Would you be comfortable with that? Like, how do you two feel?
No,
I'm gonna say that I didn't notice him.
Okay, cool. All
I
right.
certainly didn't.
So,
But I feel like
I'm going
based
out of
on-
my way to steal extra stuff because I have a personal goal of funds.
The reason I ask is because I feel like there is a game mechanic for how coins are earned, so that no matter how
I don't
much
wanna get in the
in-game
way of your
gameplay
personal goals.
happens...
As your character.
well,
And
I'd say
I-
it was a heightened situation that I was distracted.
Well, also, if we as a group like steal valuable things and then like put that pool of money towards something,
Right.
I don't want to demand a portion of it. For
No,
my
no, my
personal goal.
thing is
Yeah.
I
that
want to just do my own thieving.
No, but my
That's part of
question was, I didn't know if the game mechanics put a cap on that. Like, let's say we do a score that earns the crew 4 coin. It may be that because of game mechanics, and I don't know if this is true, that because we did a score that got us 4 coin, you personally wouldn't be able to get any coin because of the rules cap. Or the salary cap for Blades in the Dark.
Well,
No,
we just-
you
we just
can always
personally-
get the coin. You just would have to put some of the coin into players' stashes so it can fill up boxes in the crew sheet or the.
Well, that's what I mean.
Right. Would
So,
this-
like,
would this go to my
basically,
stash
like in this
then?
case,
No, so you can carry 4 coin with you.
Yeah.
Just around it. Once you have beyond 4 coin, you either need to put the extra coin in the vault, the crew space, or you need to start putting coin into your stash.
Okay.
Putting it into your
Beyond
stash
4.
increases your lifestyle rating when you hit 10 coin. If you take coin out of your stash, it's at the rate of 2 stash per 1 coin. So it's less efficient to take it out of the stash again.
Interesting. Do I start with some amount of predetermined stash since I've been saving money over time?
No, everybody starts with 0.
Gotcha.
You just sent off the last thing. Okay, so heat. So +1 heat for if the situation happened on hostile turf. Yes, Charter Hall is always considered that. And then 0 heat for smooth and quiet. 2 heat for contained standard exposure. 4 for loud and chaotic. 6 for wild devastating exposure. I'm gonna say it's 2 heat
okay.
because there was a shot. The guy got scared by a ghost and he ran off down the alleyway, which means there's a witness to this thing happening.
Yep.
Also, that means that the whatever they are, the light,
The spark rights.
they're going to be just on heightened alert about like police presence now in general.
Exactly. So
This story's going to go around about like how their friend got like arrested and stuff,
So that's 3 heat for a total of 3 heat right now that the crew has.
and he's going to have to explain to them
Oh, boy.
how he got out of that situation. But he's going to lie about it, obviously. But
Yeah. Well, he'll probably be able to talk to Arkady too. Because you guys aren't capturing him. He'll just say, Arkady, what happened the other night?
No, I know, and then
Oh.
he'll have to make up a story about it.
Oh, I see.
Because he's not going to say I was arrested and these people like decided like if I turn for these guys then blah blah blah. You know,
He might.
that would be really dumb of him.
I mean,
Or brilliant.
if the friend's in on it, there's no reason he wouldn't.
The spark rights are tier 4, right?
Yeah. Okay, so
We might need that body dump.
short note
we
about
thought.
heat. Heat works just like stress. When you fill up 9 heat, your crew gains a wanted level. The only way to clear off wanted levels, they can be removed, is by one of you going to jail or somebody else going to jail and taking the fall for you. And there are rules for your stint in prison. We make rolls. It can be bad or very good depending.
I can get buffed.
Ooh, I have a
2.
special thing if I go to
A
jail.
buff child. in
Yeah.
jail.
So
Just work out every day. Join the Aryans.
the wanted level also determines
No.
the wanted level also determines how much force the blue coats bring to bear if they go after you.
No.
So at like a 2 wanted level, they have like a squadron of guys and like high power weapons to kick your door down.
They'll never find me in the fountain.
Okay, so we're gone with heat. Entanglements is what we do next. So after the payoff, roll dice equal to your wanted level and read the result according to your heat.
0.
So 0. So that means I roll 2 dice and pick the lower. And you have 0 to 3 heat, so I'm rolling on that table for entanglements. So this is extra stuff that can happen.
Oh, this happens no matter what.
Yes.
Okay.
This is extra stuff that can happen that I can introduce later. I can save these for as long as I want.
Okay.
And they're just nasty things that
Juicy
occur just
little
from the fact that you guys are
surprises.
scoundrels.
Are they secret?
They can be, or I can tell you what I rolled. It's
Okay.
up to you guys. You got to decide right now.
I want to know. 'cause
I
they
wanna
sound
know.
exciting.
Okay, you guys want to know what I'm rolling?
Sure. why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus,
So-
our audience wants to know.
Here's the thing about knowing.
I'm
I
on your
can
side.
tell you the thing I roll, but that doesn't mean I have to give you the details. So the stuff on here is like rivals are unquiet dead. That's what I rolled. It means you have to contest with something like that.
Sure.
But the details of it, I keep hidden.
Okay.
So here we go.
Fair.
So I rolled a 1. So that means that we're dealing with gang trouble or the usual suspects, which specifically means one of your gangs or other cohorts causes trouble due to their flaws. Lose face, forfeit rep equal to your tier +1. Make an example of one of the gang members or face reprisals from the wrong party. If you lack a gang or other cohort with a flaw, there's no entanglement. Or the usual suspects, the Bluecoats grab someone in the periphery of your crew. One player volunteers a friend or vice purveyor as the person most likely to be taken. Make a fortune roll to find out if they resist questioning. 1 to 3 blah, 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 blah. Or pay the Bluecoats off with a coin. So I can have that come up now, or I can wait till later. But we'll hang on to it for now.
Okay.
Good.
So I gotta make
I
it.
did not remember half of those
This
things.
game is impossible to keep playing. Man.
I know, that's the great thing about
Then
this. This world is
I
very
realized
long.
within like an hour and a half that like you just have to do things.
Yes,
and
exactly.
just not think about what bad can come of it.
The tone of the game is everything you do that has a positive result has 2 negative consequences.
Yeah.
And the whole
And so
point of the game is making plans retroactively and then watching them not work out.
So I guess
as
in
you
that
hope.
world where there's always going to be consequences, it's better to go for big.
Yes.
yeah.
Be daring
Yeah,
scoundrels.
that's the whole tone of the
Yeah.
game.
That's the central conceit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we go into downtime. So, in downtime, when you're at liberty between scores and find some respite from your peril, you may pursue 2 downtime actions from the list below. You can also recover all of your armor uses, which you guys didn't use any. During downtime, you may perform additional activities from the list by spending 1 coin or 1 rep for each. So you can do extra downtime activities that just cost you something.
Yep.
For any downtime roll, add +1 to the roll if you get help from a friend or contact. After the roll, you may increase the result level by 1 for each coin spent by hiring assistance, paying a bribe, etc. So a 1 to 3 becomes a 4 to 5, 4 to 5 becomes a 6, and a 6 becomes a critical, so on and so forth. Here are the downtime actions you could take. You can acquire an asset. This is getting something special, like a special weapon or an alchemical or just materials you need for the next thing that aren't written on your sheet that you readily have access to. You can start a long-term project, which you detail what we're doing. You and I figured out together, and we start a clock to see how long it's going to take you, and you make rolls to tick off that clock. You can recover, which means you'll start filling in your healing clock. And when you fill your healing clock, it's a 4-segment clock on all of your sheets there. You reduce all your harm by 1 level. So if you have level 3 harm, it's going to take you filling your healing clock twice to reduce it, because 2, 1, 3 times, never mind. So 2, 1, gone, that sort of thing.
Yep.
Reduce heat. So you say how you reduce heat, and then you roll an action. You reduce heat according to your roll. You can train, and because you guys have prowess marked on here, you can train prowess activities only. So you mark 1 XP for an attribute in your playbook, plus 1 XP if you have the appropriate crew training upgrade. Oh, never mind. You can train any of them. Oh, so you can train any of them, but you get an extra experience point if you have it marked in the upgrade. So if you guys train prowess, you get 2 XP. You can only train 1 given XP track per downtime. You can only train a given XP track once per downtime. So you can't train prowess twice, but you could train prowess and insight.
Okay.
And then visit a purveyor of your vice and roll dice, and you can indulge your vice, which reduces your stress. You visit a purveyor of your vice and you roll dice equal to your lowest attribute, prowess, insight, or resolve. You clear stress equal to your highest die result. If you clear more stress levels than you have marked, you overindulge, which means I get extra stuff. If you do not or cannot indulge your vice during downtime, you take stress equal to your trauma. So 0 trauma, you don't have to worry about this. But later on, when you guys gain levels of that, you have to indulge your vice. Let's start with Marco. What's your first downtime action?
Oh, probably training. I don't really need to try and indulge or heal.
Okay, so you're gonna train. What are you gonna train?
Probably survey.
No. So you train one of these 3: insight, prowess, or resolve.
Oh, gotcha.
When that little track there is full, you can put a dot in any one of the 4 things underneath it.
Oh, so it takes 6 instances of training
Yes.
before you get 1 dot.
But you can't double up, so it takes you fill. So you can only do 1 prowess and 1 something else. Because you
And
said
I
you
can
can't
train
double
multiple.
up.
And I can train multiple things.
2.
Or
You can use both downtime actions to train twice, but you can't train prowess. You have to do like prowess resolve. or
yeah,
resolve
I'll do insight prowess.
Okay, so you
Go
guys
first
have
tips.
prowess training marked off on your crew sheet.
Uh-huh.
So put 2 ticks in prowess
Oh.
and 1 tick in
interesting.
insight.
Cool.
There you go. Cool. All right. So you train for both of your downtime. How do you train your prowess and insight? Like, what's the thing Marco does to better himself?
Well, would going out into the streets and picking pockets be?
Yeah, that's totally
Absolutely.
fine.
All right.
Just like thieving practice and stuff like that.
I think both of those would be like finding marks as insight, and then
This is something
following through is prowess.
and this is something you do a lot, right? Like, is this your standard training routine?
This is
Okay.
this is my training. This is my relaxation. This is my.
It's all rolled into one, baby.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Caelin, what are you doing for your first downtime action, or both, if you want to just skip ahead?
Guess I should relieve stress.
Okay. How much stress
So-
do you got?
I have 2.
Okay, so you know the rule about overindulging,
Yeah.
right?
So
Okay.
I guess I should wait.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You can take a chance.
And it's a
Anyway.
D6.
You roll your lowest attribute. So in your case, it would be resolve, and you'd roll 2 dice and take the lower, and then you clear stress equal to your
I
highest die
have 2,
result.
and I plan on waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait them.
Does Nick have no dots in resolve?
Yes.
Oh wow.
0 in any of
Yeah.
those.
I don't want any resolve.
I have pretty much all of my stuff in resolve.
No resolve.
For
So-
a guy who
Same.
enters the ghost
What would
field,
you like
that's
to
like
do?
so weird. It's like,
Here's the
you just let them do whatever they want to yourself.
Sorry. Yeah, you kind of went through them and
Yeah,
kind of.
that's my prowess.
They're in the gold boxes there.
I'm just so stealthy. I cease to exist for a moment.
Well, while you're looking those over and thinking about it, what do you think?
I was going to do exactly what he did, except for instead of insight, I was going to do resolve.
Okay, so
Prowess and
mark
resolve.
mark one off and resolve, and then your second downtime action.
He's
Well,
doubling prowess.
Yeah, double the prowess.
Okay,
right?
cool. All right.
Yeah.
2 in prowess, 1 in resolve.
I'm gonna do a long-term project.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll get to that in a sec.
Does this XP stuff go into play too?
It will. We'll do that into the session. Okay, so what about you, James? What is
I
our
am going
thing?
to use one action to heal because I have exhausted.
So
which
hold,
could-
we need to talk about this then. So who do you go to for healing? How do you stitch up your
The
wounds?
pediatrician.
Bruce.
Bruce does this for you.
Yes, I've seen enough Batman episodes to know that Bruce is a skilled combat surgeon and sees that my adventures have always led to, mostly in this case, it's just exhaustion. So he's like, Arkady is calling ghosts again and exhausting himself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get the cold compress, give him the ginseng tea, force him to stay in bed.
Right. Okay.
So-
Cool. So hold on before you mark a segment there.
oh no.
So we make a fortune roll for Bruce's healing ability.
Oh, because he might
He
fail.
poisons
and, like,
you.
No,
Yeah.
he won't fail. A
Oh.
fortune roll is just to see how well you do.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So, what we do here is he poisons you. What we do here is we roll to see how many ticks you make in your clock.
oh, okay, I see.
On a 1 to 3, you tick 1. 4, 5, you tick 2. 6, 3.
Gotcha.
So let's roll. I think Bruce has 2 dice worth of healing ability.
Sounds fair.
That seems fair to you. Okay, here we go. 6. So
Yay.
tick 3 segments.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
he-
great because
he-
I thought this healing would take 4 downtime.
He really is a master.
Yes.
Yeah.
That fits in with the fiction of Bruce being.
Well, he's used to this, right? Like he's seen you come home like strained from ghost summoning.
And my whole
before.
life has been like this. Ever since a
Right.
child, as soon as I was like 2 and started summoning ghosts, this has been his life.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably had to clean up your messes
Yeah.
sometimes.
Hey, he's so glad that I no longer just poop and throw up as part of it like I used to.
Right.
Like at least I have some control, so it's much less gross.
You
Not
guys are
one.
insufferable.
Alright. And my other training will be prowess.
Oh, and you're going
And-
to train prowess as
yeah.
well. How do you train prowess?
This is very easy because my entire lifestyle of sneaking away and joining the crew to do sneaky stuff is in fact my life training.
Okay.
Like basically, Bruce is like, "Hey, Arkady, wait, where are you? Breakfast is served. Where is that boy?" And like I constantly have to come up with new and creative ways of, even though we live in a gigantic mansion, Bruce actually knows the mansion better than I do because he's lived here his whole life, and
Oh,
I've
yeah.
only been here 12 years. And so it's increasingly difficult all the time to sneak out. And he kind of thinks that this is good for me because I'm getting out into the world. And part of him believes that the whole wealthy class is too sheltered anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But he also doesn't want me to go out and get myself killed. So it's almost this cat and mouse / training regiment that he's going, I'm going to keep making it harder and harder for him to sneak out. But sometimes if I think he's just doing it because he's got like Wild Oats young teen boy thing, I'm going to let him do it. But not always. So sometimes there'll be a consequence where if I fail, he'll stop me from going and doing things, and it may come up later in storytelling complications. But at the same time, he's almost treating this like a training for me.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. How do you train resolve and prowess? Like,
I use my training to dispose of the costumes that we created for this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
Do you recycle them? Like you take the materials away so you can reuse the material?
I dispose of them throughout the city in various locations, and
like the mustache goes in one trash bin, the hat goes in another.
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you just burn it?
He donates different parts of it to different
I was just wondering.
Well, because my training is prowess, and it's also training for resolve, I guess.
Yeah.
So the prowess comes in with what? Trying to be.
You're being sneaky.
You can do it how you want to.
Yeah, I'm like
because getting
if-
rid of a blue coat office uniform is not an easy feat.
Exactly.
Right? You don't want to be seeing stuff in that thing into a trash can.
Yeah, and so that's part of my training. See, like, what can I do during the daytime and not get caught, and then also I'm disposing of it and not as one lump of thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a little travel throughout and dispose of it in different areas. So.
Okay. Cool.
No, I'm not going to dispose of it in any area where the actual police are.
Okay.
I was hoping you would actually take the whole costume and put it into a locker at the Blue Coats headquarters.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot.
That'd be like,
do you sneak back into the locker you took this from and put it back where it was?
I didn't take it from a locker. I made
he
it.
made
you
it.
made it,
yeah.
But that would be amazing if you just snuck it in and added it to their.
And then you
actual collection.
see somebody like walking down the street
so
in your
wearing it
disguise
and
and your
like
fake.
one of them is like
It's like 97%
Your uniform
accurate.
looks
There's
like
got
a
little
off.
tiny flaws in it.
It's like misspelled
Is it
blue
normal
coat, like
one?
one on the shield or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, it'd be like those bad Chinese knockoffs. They're just slightly off.
Yeah.
Bad Chinese knockoff. More like an improvement.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's
that's
it
they
feels,
wish.
It feels like Tin Time's more comfortable, but it's so gaudy. It's not gonna work.
Oh no! Someone
Gaudy.
someone gets this uniform at headquarters.
There's
and
like a
everyone thinks,
scarf on it
it's
for
like,
some
It's
reason.
too
why
well.
is your uniform so much better?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I made it
It's
to
so-
I made it to my specifications. So yeah, it would be.
it was like
it's
a
a
tailor.
softer
It was like
fabric.
a tailor.
It leaches sweat.
it would-
feels
It feels too honest for a blue coat uniform.
Like you start to like. I think you're starting to like reformat the blue coat uniforms a bit here because they're just like, wow, this could be a lot better than we think it is.
It doesn't chafe the when you're running in it.
No, I'm not sneaking into the police place to put someone.
but that would be
Alright.
so daring.
That would be when we get to 2 dots of notoriety. Then you start going more daring stuff. You realize that it's a mission, and you try to switch all their uniforms out for better ones,
That would be so
that would be
awesome.
step by step.
Over time, you
Anyway.
would just like
But that was my plan. Was
people
for
would
training.
think you're
Cool.
an officer.
Okay, what's this long-term project?
So I'm trying to basically, I want to make a dossier of potential ins into the police department.
Oh,
So it's a long-term project. This is a long
So-
project.
what do you mean by ends though? Like
Get, like, dirt on
people-
them?
So,
people-
Maybe
so,
I should sneak
so
into the
instead
police.
of people we have to impersonate, who can we manipulate? Who can we use?
Okay.
Who can give us
Yeah, that's
information?
very spider.
It's like
Is this? Are you talking about a specific precinct in a district or the entirety of Doskvol? It's gonna take less time essentially, depending on the scale.
no, I understand that. I guess like more and where our hunting grounds are.
So Charter Hall.
So
mostly?
Charter Hall, and then also like Night Market.
Okay.
Those areas.
So great. Okay, let's start an 8-count clock for that. So write that on your character sheet. Write down I don't know, what's a cool name for this project?
Blue coat manipulation.
Yeah.
Project Dossier.
I gotta go home and think of a nice
Oh.
long-term project.
A web of dirty cloaks or
I
something
know.
like
Okay.
that.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah.
Are we gonna? I wish all of our projects had clothing related.
Well, can our crew name have something to do with cloaks, maybe?
Sure.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Because like the special ability I have is cloak and dagger, but that'd be
This isn't
interesting
mine.
if like we had
This
something.
is
Oh, that's my
yours.
crew sheet.
The
You handed me that for some
It'd be really
reason.
cool
It's the same
because,
color.
like,
Because you
Because
wanted to
cloak
Oh,
ends
yeah.
in shadows, so
Yeah.
it's,
I was like
well, I like the
confused for a second.
because really I was joking about calling ourselves the Capes. It'd be kind of cool if we were just like something the cloaks or like the dread cloaks.
like the
the
like a
daring
color?
So
or like
let's start an 8-count clock and then link
I'll
it
think of
into
it.
a
I'll think of it.
4-count clock.
I'll think of it.
And when you fill both of those, you'll have a list of notable blue coats in Night Market and Charter Hall who you could squeeze for information.
I'm calling it No Honest Cop.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
You know that comic book, the duo Cloak and Dagger? We should just call ourselves Cloak and Daring.
So
The
one
daring
off
cloaks.
on a
Mm,
8-count clock.
An 8-count clock linked to a 4-count clock. So it's something called a link clock, where once you finish the 8-count, you have to move on to the 4-count.
Okay, so I have one on the 8-count.
No, you need to decide an action and then roll it, and we'll see how many you tick.
Got it. Okay, so that was my action that I decided.
Oh, so it's like the healing thing.
Yes.
Okay, is that how clocks always work? There's always a
Mostly,
point-
yes.
Okay.
And when we're not using fortune rolls in downtime, the amount of ticks you get is determined by your position and effect as well.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So clocks don't always mean, oh, this many boxes, this many iterations. Okay.
It can mean though. There is a specific number and order to it laid down in the book.
Right.
So like for example, if I have a consequence clock over here,
Right.
and you fail a desperate roll, I get to mark 3 ticks off because
Okay.
you're in desperate position.
All right, so I roll
So
it.
which action are you using to start to gather this web?
Resolve, definitely.
No.
Oh.
One of the actions.
Oh. Actions.
So hunt, consort, sway.
Oh.
So
I'm
yeah.
gonna say probably, I guess, consort.
Okay, so consort means you're like hanging out with buddies and stuff. So who are your buddies that you get this information from? That's totally fine. I'm just asking for fictional details.
I guess, sort of like other sort of like non-affiliated criminals, con people who get their information through similar stuff, get their information through cops, things like that.
Okay.
Sort of just like people that like in talking with them, I'm not like stepping on any toes according to like gang affiliations or anything.
Okay.
Just like people I know who are also like self-employed
Gotcha.
in the business, you know.
All right. So other spiders.
Basically, yeah, you
Okay.
know.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll consort.
There's a spider's nest, and
Yeah.
we all meet there. And
Now you can push yourself if you want, like any other roll. I can't offer you a devil's bargain for this. I
Okay.
could actually if you want one.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. 6. So tick 3 segments.
Nice.
And then you can take further downtime actions to work on that. So you could take your second right now to take another roll, or you could do something else.
I'm fine. I just want to say aesthetically, I'm making one of those web things.
Yeah. I mean, you guys got plenty of threads and yarn.
sound mysterious.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
And you're probably like not happy because I'm like
the shroud. I like it.
Shroud.
I'm using like I don't
like
know what
It's mysterious.
I don't know which
Cult-like.
of your threads are like
Plus, we have,
expensive
like,
and which of your
A
materials are
dozen
like
shrouds
fine
of Turin.
or whatever. And I'm making a.
Are you gonna use his most expensive
I'm listening.
thread?
I'm listening.
Okay.
You're using my.
Well, I don't even know what I'm using. I'm just like randomly picking up your stuff and like making my thing with it. So it's probably I'm not even asking you what I'm using.
The most
I'm just like
expensive
What
thread.
are you doing in response to that? Like, what are you?
Am I around?
I'm like
Yeah, you see this.
I'm
If I'm
writing things on
You can
stuff.
choose to be around.
If I'm
Oh,
around,
gosh.
then I'm like no, and then I like guide her to the ones she can touch.
She can't
Yeah,
use.
Okay.
The cheap stuff.
Because she doesn't care.
I don't
but
know.
I'm just gonna take a moment to be like, no.
That thread has actual gold weaved into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I have that. That'd be wait.
You don't
That'd
have
be-
that?
Not yet.
That's true.
You only
That'd
have
be
like
major.
copper. You have like a gold alloy thread.
And it's copper we stole from
Yeah.
like.
We
a
stripped
relay
it out of
station.
wire.
Once we open up our tailor shop
Like
in
mathematics.
Castletown.
I'm like, you can mess with the quarter.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Some
So
khakis.
Ryan, what's your next downtime action going to be? Because you're the only one left who has to take the
But
last
does
one.
that sound kind of
Really?
mysterious
Mhm.
and cool?
I thought that was my
I'm okay
downtime
with it.
action. Was the
I'm
project?
okay
You
with
have
the
two.
crowds.
So you started a long-term project in Vortex. You can
That's
train,
all
or you
kinds
can
of
work on the
Yeah.
long-term project again.
Oh, like singular.
Yeah, like an
Um,
entity.
You could
I'll work on the
fire-
project again.
Oh, I like
Okay, so roll again. You're still consorting?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
mark off ticks.
Kind of like, it sounds like an
So,
organization.
2
like
ticks.
some entity.
Cool.
It also kind of fits in
Nice.
with your whole I take different identity thing. It's like, are you just one person?
Just want to get this
Yeah.
project done.
Like at some point, it could either be one
Turn
of those
it
things
in
where
early for extra
They
credit.
think our crew is so large because of all the identities you take, or at some
That's
point,
funny.
there's people who suspect that your crew is actually just you,
Mhm.
and even the rest of us are just identities you take off.